Have you ever wondered why some people seem to attract success while others constantly struggle? Could the answer be as simple as the thoughts we entertain? Enter the law of attraction, a spiritual belief that proposes a tantalizing theory. It suggests that our thoughts, positive or negative, have the power to shape our experiences and reality. Imagine that. The power to alter your life could be residing within your own mind. So, let's delve deeper into this fascinating concept and see if there's more to our thoughts than meets the eye. The law of attraction, at its core, proposes that like attracts like. Positive thoughts attract positive experiences, and negative thoughts lead to negative outcomes. This principle, deeply rooted in the New Thought spiritual belief, implies that our minds and thoughts are composed of pure energy. Just as a magnet draws iron, this energy, it is believed, can attract similar energy. Thus, by cultivating positivity in our thoughts, we can potentially pull positive experiences into our lives, leading to improvements in our health, wealth, and personal relationships. The law of attraction is not just about thinking positive thoughts, though. It is about truly believing in them, embodying them, and living them out in our daily lives. It's about aligning our mental state with the universe's energy and letting this alignment guide our life path. But let's take a step back and view this from a more objective lens. While the law of attraction might sound appealing and even logical to some, it's important to note that there is no empirical scientific evidence supporting this belief. The scientific community, in fact, generally considers it pseudoscience or religion articulated in scientific language. Despite the lack of concrete scientific backing, the law of attraction has gained a considerable following. Its advocates argue that the law is not about proving a scientific theory, but about personal belief and individual experience. They contend that the positive changes they have experienced in their lives, the manifestation of their desires, are proof enough of its validity. Yet, it's essential to understand that the law of attraction is not a magic bullet. It doesn't guarantee that you'll get everything you want just by thinking positive thoughts. It's a tool, a philosophy, a way of life that encourages you to shift your mindset, to focus on the positive rather than the negative, and to believe in your ability to attract good things into your life. Though it might lack a scientific basis, the law of attraction has found resonance with many, leading to interesting practices and techniques. Proponents of the law of attraction use various techniques to harness its supposed power, with cognitive reframing, affirmations, and creative visualization being key. So how do these practices work? Let's delve into it. Cognitive reframing involves consciously identifying and then changing your thoughts that may be harmful or limiting. This technique is used to transform those negative whispers in your mind into positive affirmations. The idea is to shift your mental perspective from a glass half empty outlook to a glass half full one. Now let's talk about affirmations. They are positive statements that are repeated to oneself, often in front of a mirror. These affirmations are designed to challenge and combat self-sabotaging thoughts. They can be as simple as, "I am worthy of good things," or as specific as, "I am a magnet for success." But how about creative visualization? This technique requires you to imagine and feel the reality of your desired outcome as if it has already happened. Picture yourself living the life you want, experiencing the joy, the success, the fulfillment. The theory is that this positive feeling will resonate with the universe's energy and draw those experiences into your life. This combination of positive thought through cognitive reframing and affirmations, coupled with positive emotion through creative visualization, is believed to allow you to attract positive experiences and opportunities. It's a bit like tuning your personal energy to the right frequency to receive the life you desire. However, as with anything in life, there's no magic bullet. These practices require consistent effort and a genuine belief in their efficacy. And it's important to remember, these techniques are not a replacement for practical action and hard work. While these practices might sound enticing, there's a flip side to this coin. Let's explore that next. While the law of attraction has its supporters, it also faces criticism, especially from the scientific community. This is a statement that rings true, and it's important to consider both sides of the coin when exploring this concept. Many scientists have expressed concerns about the misuse of scientific concepts by proponents of the law of attraction. They argue that it lacks a demonstrable scientific basis, and that the language used often misrepresents or oversimplifies complex scientific principles. Theories are plucked from their rigorous scientific context and used as arguments to support the law of attraction, often without a full understanding or explanation of these theories. The law of attraction is often associated with ideas about energy, resonance, and vibration. While these are indeed concepts found in physics, their application in this context is often criticized as being overly simplistic or misleading. The notion that like attracts like, for instance, is a principle found in magnetism, but it doesn't necessarily apply to thoughts and experiences in the way that the law of attraction suggests. Beyond the scientific criticisms, there's also empirical research that raises questions about the practical implications of the law of attraction. Studies have shown a correlation between belief in the law of attraction and higher risk-taking behaviors, particularly financial risks. These individuals often exhibit a higher perceived level of success, but they're also more susceptible to bankruptcy. This is not to say that the law of attraction is entirely without merit. Cognitive reframing techniques, affirmations, and creative visualization can indeed be beneficial for personal development and mental health. However, it's crucial to approach these methods with a balanced perspective and an understanding of their limitations. While the law of attraction may not align with established scientific principles, it does hold a certain allure for many people. This could be due to its emphasis on personal empowerment, simplicity of its core message, or its promise of a direct pathway to achieving one's desires. Despite these criticisms, the law of attraction has deep roots, going back to the early 19th century. Its longevity and continued popularity suggest that for many, it provides a helpful framework for understanding and navigating the world. The law of attraction has a rich history, with its origins in the New Thought movement, stemming from the teachings of Phineas Quimby. As we delve into the annals of history, we find that the New Thought movement, which gave birth to the law of attraction, emerged in the early 19th century. This unique philosophical movement was largely inspired by the teachings of Phineas Quimby, a man who held a firm belief in the power of the mind over the body. In his early life, Quimby was diagnosed with tuberculosis, a disease that 19th century medicine had no reliable cure for. But Quimby was not one to accept his fate without a fight. He found solace and temporary relief from his ailment through horse riding, an activity that brought him intense excitement. This personal experience of mind-induced relief sparked Quimby's interest in the concept of mind over body. Quimby began to explore this concept, studying the mind's influence over the body's condition. He became convinced that our minds, and the thoughts we harbor, have the power to shape our physical realities. He famously stated, "The trouble is in the mind, for the body is only the house for the mind to dwell in, and we put a value on it according to its worth." While Quimby never explicitly used the term law of attraction, his teachings clearly embody the concept. He believed that if your mind is deceived into a belief by some invisible enemy, you have put it into the form of a disease, with or without your knowledge. This belief in the power of the mind to create and alter physical realities is the very essence of the law of attraction. So, while the term law of attraction may not have been part of the vernacular in Quimby's time, his teachings undoubtedly laid the foundation for this philosophy. His exploration of the mind's influence over the body, his belief in the power of thought, and his conviction that our mental states shape our physical realities. All these ideas have been woven into the fabric of the law of attraction. Quimby may not have used the term law of attraction, but his teachings certainly laid the groundwork for this intriguing belief. So, does the law of attraction hold the key to success, or is it just a pseudoscience? This question has been our guide throughout our exploration, and we've certainly covered a lot of ground. We started by unveiling the law of attraction, this new thought spiritual belief that proposes our thoughts, being pure energy, can attract like energy and shape our experiences, be they positive or negative. We delved into the techniques and practices associated with this law, such as affirmations, creative visualization, and cognitive reframing, all aimed at replacing limiting or self-destructive thoughts with more empowering, positive ones. We also explored the idea that feeling as if the desired changes have already occurred is a key component to effectively change one's thinking patterns. But we also took a step into the critic's corner, acknowledging the lack of empirical scientific evidence supporting the law of attraction. Critics argue that it is pseudoscience or religion couched in scientific language, with some of its proponents misusing scientific concepts to argue in its favor. Our journey took us back in time to the early 19th century and the teachings of Phineas Quimby, which laid the foundation for the New Thought movement and the law of attraction. While the jury may still be out on the scientific validity of the law of attraction, one thing is certain: it continues to captivate and inspire, offering a unique lens through which to view our thoughts and our reality.